Hi everyone, I just want to make a quick little introduction for this video because a lot has changed since I filmed it. I filmed this video last Monday and all was well with my grandmother, and by Friday she went in the ambulance, had a heart attack, and was hospitalized. This is Monday. The next Monday, she was just released today. They said they think the heart attack was minor and she'll be staying with my parents for a while. And, but she could still use your prayers. I'm sure that she could use your prayers. She does not want to be operated on. So it kind of is what it is. She's pretty frail at this point. Okay, guys, enjoy the day in the life. Just wanted to add that bit of information. Hi everyone, welcome to A Godly Home. Today's video is going to be day in the life again. This is Monday and Jacob just left for work. I packed him some homemade pigs in a blanket, some mini chips, some of those lemon poppy seed muffins that I had in the freezer that I made on the last day in the life video. And I am headed up to my grandmother's today. Now, she is not going to let me do filming at her house. I was able to get so much done over the weekend to give me a jump start to this week that I'm able to do that. And I'm really, really glad that I'm able to do that, because she's hired somebody to come in and do spring cleaning today, but she has the curtains that she wants Mom and I to do, wash them, iron them, put them up, and she has beautiful curtains, many layers of beautiful curtains. So we'll be working on that, and I got to do some cooking for her this morning before I go. So I'll take you along, show you what I'm cooking. My uncle passed away over the weekend, so it's very upsetting. I might end up being up to my grandmother's twice this week, depending on when they do the funeral. And plus, I want to spend some time with her today because I know she's super, super upset about that. And so far, it's only 5:30 in the morning. It looks like it might be a nice day. Hopefully it will be. And let me see, what else can I update you on? The washing machine still isn't working. Corey put another part on, tore the clutch apart, and greased the clutch. And it's better, but it's still not right. So moving on to problem solving more. But I was able to do 4 loads by hand over the weekend. So at this point, luckily, I might get out of the house today, but I do not have any lingering laundry or anything weird like that going on. So hopefully it'll be an easier week this week. If they don't start playing with the schedule again, it should be. I know Jacob has adjusted to the new schedule. And I've definitely adjusted to the new schedule because Saturday morning I woke up on my own without an alarm. Didn't even need to get up at that time, but that's a good sign. All right, I'm not going to do too much chit-chatting because I have a lot to do, but I'll see you in the next video clip. So the first thing I'm going to make Graham is cauliflower soup. And if you've seen me make it in the past, I'm going to do it a little different today because I just need to use up what I have. And I don't have any fresh cauliflower, so I'll use some organic cauliflower that I had frozen. And that won't have as good of consistency as fresh. So I think I'm going to add a little frozen celery to it. First things first, I'm going to add some bacon fat because I've already got my bacon pre-cooked. Otherwise, you can just cut your bacon up small and cook it right in that pan to start with. Okay. Some celery I had frozen myself, specifically for graham soups. So I'm just going to put a little handful of that in there. And all I have for onion right now are the shallot onions. So I'm going to put 2 of those in because they're kind of small. Mom's supposed to be picking me up around 9 this morning. So that gives me plenty of time to cook for Graham and get cleaned up from it. I showered last night to make it faster for today, so I won't need to do that. Gonna add a good amount of pepper. And I'm going to give this a chance to brown a little bit, and I'll be back. Okay, you can see those are starting to get some color on them. And I am going to go ahead and add the frozen cauliflower. Of course, it would help if I would actually open the bag. Okay. I am going to have to put the lid down on that in order to get that thawed out. I always keep homemade vegetable broth or chicken broth, stuff like that, in the freezer for my grandmother's soups, but for whatever reason, last night I didn't think to take it out, so I am just going to make do with bouillon here in a few minutes. Okay, when I'm making my grandmother drop biscuits, I use this biscuit supreme recipe because they turn out a little bit softer. And I just use regular milk with it and butter instead of shortening. And I do not bake them at 450. I bake them at 350 so they stay soft. Now, you can add a handful of cheddar cheese and a little bit of garlic powder if you want to make them like Red Lobster. But I think today I'm just going to do them plain because she might want some of these like for breakfast, toasted. So anyhow, that's the recipe. I might as well get those started while I'm waiting on that cauliflower to thaw out. I just got these measuring spoons and they're magnetic, and don't I ever love these. And then it's the cream of tartar, I think, that makes these so much nicer than a regular biscuit. I do the 1 1/4 cup, even though it's regular milk. Just because for Graham, the moister and the softer, the better. All right, so there it is. And to that, I'm going to add a clove of garlic. Okay, now I am going to start adding my water. Not too full because I need canned milk still, but a decent amount. Okay, and I'm going to add 4 bouillon. I'm going to use chicken. If you have your own broth, use that instead. I should have gotten mine thawed out. Let's add some more pepper to that. Okay, I'm going to pop the cover on, let that simmer a little bit and dissolve those bouillons. While we're waiting on the soup and the biscuits, I've got this laundry that finished up drying last night on the racks in the living room. I'm going to get all of that folded. Look at this. She got all the covers off, pretty near completely off the couch again. And she has got the cushion partway off the couch. And she is out. She cracks me up. All right, the soup is boiling. I'm going to shut it off because that is definitely dissolved at this point. And I am going to add some cheddar cheese. Okay, and then to that, I'm going to start adding the cooked bacon. I've got maple, but use whatever kind you've got. 6 slices. Oopsie. Okay, and then I'm going to add my canned milk. Okay, and I think 1 can will do it. That looks plenty creamy. All right, I'm going to put that into jars and get her biscuits into a tin. Oops, I forgot to add the parsley. I always put a good amount of parsley in at the end. There we go. That gives it a little more color. Okay, I gave Graham one pan, and then that leaves one whole pan for us. I'm not bringing her dessert today because Mom has got her dessert. I always transport her soup in jars so it doesn't get spilled, and then if she has too much, she can always just pop it into the freezer. Okay, now packing stuff up to go to my grandmother's. Obviously her biscuits and her soup. Then I have some of my mother's Tupperware that needs to go because she did some cooking for us. And then this is so funny. This is my grandmother's fork. And Corey accidentally brought it home one day because he had to leave before he finished eating lunch at her house. And I keep packing it to go back to her, but I think she thinks it's my fork because she keeps sending it back to me. But today I'm going to make sure it gets in the drawer. And then I need my tumbler of water because I do not like town water, a pair of clean glasses, and that should do me for today. Oh, and I'm packing one of these lemon muffins in case I get hungry on the ride up because I'm not eating breakfast now. All right, so I have the dishes done and I'm waiting on Mom. I did pack a flannel shirt too because it's too warm in here right now to put it on, but I'll definitely need something when we get further north. Corey, I do not leave him without his food ready. He is going to have some pasta salad, rotini noodles, purple onion, bacon, sharp cheese, and cucumber for his lunch before work. He has some frozen breakfast sandwiches if he gets up early and wants something like that we keep on hand just for times that he does need something. And his packed lunch will be the pigs in a blanket and basically the same lunch that I had said I gave to Jacob. So I'm just waiting on Mom and we will hit the road. guys, so I forgot to finish videoing the day of the life yesterday. Mom picked me up and I had my phone and I was going to get like video footage of just like the side of her car and me walking down. But I realized I had too much stuff to lug down the driveway and I could not do that. So I threw my phone into my purse and I had my purse like across my body. And then I had that big bag full of stuff, but then I packed another bag too with like a change of clothes and stuff just in case. And I had my tumbler of water and everything. So once the phone went in the purse, I kind of forgot about it all the drive there and didn't get any footage there. Then when we got to Graham, she sent us to the grocery store to get a few things for her. So while Mom was getting her list gathered, that's when I grabbed the few things for my house. And then we just visited and we had just a few small jobs that Graham had for us to do. It really wasn't much of anything. And then we drove home and I was visiting with Mom and still forgot to get any footage of the drive home. So let me see. Since we've been cooking for Graham, it's kind of funny because what we have been doing is it's made us more aware of something we might be cooking that somebody else in the family wants. So we have been doing a lot of cooking and throwing stuff into the freezer until the next time we see each other. So Graham and Mom had thrown Pizza Hut pizza into the freezer for me because they had gone last week. So they had like a few cheese breadsticks and a couple pieces of Pizza Hut pizza for me. So I ate half and then brought half home to Jacob. And then Mom had made these lemon cakes with whipped cream and peaches in the middle, like bundt cakes, and I love it. So she threw an entire cake into the freezer and she brought that. I still have some of that here today. I'll include a photo of a slice of it at the end of this video. So we munched on that. And then her and Dad had made homemade molasses donuts a couple weeks ago. And molasses donuts are my favorite. So they put a bag of those in the freezer for me. So I'll be having those for breakfast this morning. And also another thing we do is we all like to read. So if we read a good book, we just pass it along. So these are the books that were sent to me yesterday. This one, Mom and Dad went through this with their church recently. And that is a study guide with 5 lessons. So what they want us to do is go through this on Testimony Thursday. Now, because of copyright, it will be like, we'll go over it loosely, you know. I'll add to it and take some from it and whatever. But when we're done this prophetic series on Israel that we have been doing, we will move into this. And I think the camera is reversing it. It's Max Lucado, Anxious for Nothing, Finding Calm in a Chaotic World. And we are definitely dealing with a chaotic world these days. And then favorite family author, Randall Probert. And this is A Hastings Tale, The Wild River. And he's a retired game warden, Maine game warden. So his stories are all based on that type of thing, and they're always super, super good. So then I come home last night and got here a few minutes before Jacob, surprised him with the frozen pizza and everything you saw I got at the grocery store. That chocolate milk can only be bought in that particular area. So it's the best chocolate milk ever. He's always looking for that if I've been up to my grandmother's. And same with those dill pickle chips. We don't have those around here. It's something the little grocery store carries, and I always get a bag when we're there. So we had supper, and I visited with him. And then I wasn't feeling very good. My stomach was all upset after eating so many weird things, frozen pizza, Pizza Hut, cake, whatever. I don't normally eat like that. So I went to bed early, and that was my day. It was kind of a different day, but we had a good day. It was nice to get out in the sunshine and nice to see my mother and grandmother and everything like that. And so uh, it was just a good day. All right, guys, thanks for joining me in this day in the life. And I'll keep cranking these out as long as you guys are enjoying them. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.